been a real pleasure for the Care Inspectorate to be involved with this piece of work, Come On In, with Campbell Snowdon Care Home, Scottish Care. This piece of work came about, like some of the best ideas do, through just a chance conversation, really. I'd come down to the service, met with Jackie and Jim and some of the family members for a general discussion about what it means to live with dementia. From that discussion, we started to identify just really how difficult it can be to keep and maintain relationships with loved ones once they've come into a care home setting. So it was really important that we actually started to produce something that could address some of these issues that were being raised. As any idea goes, it goes through numerous kinds of thoughts, from a DVD to something big and grand and a big glossy brochure, to something that I think is just brilliant in size. Actually, it's a handy guide that you can stick in your pocket, you can put it in your handbag, and it's something to dip in and out of, just to give you some of those practical hints and tips about visiting people in a care home setting, or really any kind of setting. It's about maintaining relationships. Good care and support is all about relationships. So that's the relationship between a carer working in a care service and the person they're supporting. It's the relationships that we have with each other as peers, worker to worker. It's the relationships that we have in families. They're the basis for all good communication. If we don't maintain those relationships, we can feel really isolated and really lonely. So Come On In is a great resource to really tap into, make the most of those relationships, to value what we do have in a relationship and not focus so much on what we don't. Relationships change, and particularly with dementia, people will change in their presentation. So maybe where somebody was able to have a really fluent conversation, that may change, but there is still something really valuable to have in that experience of being with that person. It's being with them in a new way, and this resource really captures the best way to do that. All our inspectors will have copies of the resource, and we're really hopeful that as they go out on inspection, they'll be able to guide services on how to use these and how to have those conversations with their residents and with the families that are supporting the residents. So we want to see this resource come to life. This is not a resource to sit on a shelf or to sit on a table somewhere where you hope somebody might pick it up. It's a resource to start a conversation. And again, I suppose this is just the start for us of the conversation. So we have this resource now. The next bit of work I think we're going to be looking at to do is to sort of support staff on how to host families, how to keep those relationships, and how to really truly have equal partners in care.